Welcome to Learn and Earn Online. Today, we're diving into 15 literary agencies where you can pitch your books. From historical romances to cutting-edge narrative nonfiction, these agencies are actively looking for the next great story. Whether you're an experienced author or just starting, this guide is for you. Let's get started. Creative Media Agency, founded by Paige Wheeler in 1997, is a boutique literary agency committed to helping authors thrive. With a history of launching best-selling authors and selling millions of books globally, CMA is renowned for its personal service and dedication to nurturing long-term partnerships. They represent a diverse range of genres, offering guidance throughout every stage of the publishing process, from crafting compelling manuscripts to negotiating contracts and promoting books. CMA's team excels in personalized feedback, helping authors refine their work to stand out in a competitive marketplace. They have represented New York Times and USA Today bestsellers, as well as recipients of prestigious awards like the Rita and Edgar. Their expertise extends beyond traditional publishing. Submissions are accepted exclusively through Query Manager, tailored to each agent's specific preferences and guidelines. CMA emphasizes the importance of polished submissions, clear world building, dynamic characters, and a unique authorial voice to capture their interest. Dana Newman Literary is a boutique agency in Los Angeles, founded in 2010 by Dana Newman. Known for its sophisticated representation, the agency blends a deep understanding of publishing with expertise in crafting proposals, polishing manuscripts, negotiating contracts, and protecting intellectual property rights. The agency specializes in practical nonfiction, including business, health, psychology, and technology, alongside compelling narrative nonfiction such as memoirs, history, and pop culture. To apply, submissions are accepted via email only. Include query and your project title in the subject line. The email should contain a one-page query letter, specifying the category, title, word count, and a brief project overview, along with your bio, credentials, and prior publishing experience. For more details, visit their official site. Since 1975, Darhansov and Viril has represented writers of quality fiction and nonfiction across all genres. Renowned as steadfast advocates and mediators in the publishing world, the agency is guided by the legacy of Chuck Viril, whose influence continues to resonate through their work. They seek projects that uphold their tradition of quality and idiosyncrasy, reflecting their dedication to fostering creative talent. Submissions are accepted exclusively via email. Queries must be in the email body, including a concise book description, author background, and a brief sample from the book's opening sections. Liza Dawson Associates represents both commercial and literary fiction, along with nonfiction that explores life's complexities. The agency works with clients across all age groups, from debut authors to seasoned writers, and has successfully launched numerous New York Times bestsellers and award winners. Their team includes 7 agents, supported by a strong group handling audio, foreign, licensing, and film rights. They pride themselves on carefully nurturing authors' light careers and helping transform their books into international successes. How to apply? Please visit each agent's profile page for specific submission guidelines. Queries should be directed to the agent's dedicated email address. Note that only one agent should be queried at a time, though you may approach another agent if your query is passed on. The agency does not represent screenplays. DeFiore & Company is seeking fresh new talent in both fiction and nonfiction. They are open to queries for a range of projects, but do not represent original screenplays, teleplays, or theater plays. To submit your work, visit the agency's About Us page to learn about individual agents, their interests, and query guidelines. If unsure who to query, send a query letter including a brief summary of your project, why you're writing it, your credentials, and the first 5 pages. Joel Del Borgo Associates is a boutique literary agency based in the greater New York City area, representing a broad range of authors in various genres, including both fiction and nonfiction. The agency has negotiated over 1,000 contracts with publishers worldwide and has a focus on building long-term careers for authors. The agency specializes in both narrative and prescriptive nonfiction, such as groundbreaking research-based books, memoirs, health and wellness, history, politics, and true crime. Their fiction roster includes commercial women's fiction, literary fiction, upscale mysteries, and occasionally romance and fantasy. Joel Del Borgo Associates is currently closed to unsolicited queries. When they reopen, prospective authors should send a one-page query letter, clearly identifying the genre, offering a brief overview of the proposed book, and sharing their qualifications and writing platform. Sandra Dykstra Literary Agency represents authors in nonfiction, including history, politics, science, and business, as well as quality fiction that bridges literary and commercial genres. Founded by Sandra Dykstra, an acclaimed agent with a background in comparative and French literature, the agency is known for its editorial expertise and strong track record. To submit a project, authors should review the agency's guidelines and submit their work to a single agent. Submissions should include the required materials, such as a query letter, manuscript, and relevant author bio. For more details on the submission process, visit the agency's website. Dunham Literary is a literary agency currently open for queries, representing adult fiction, nonfiction, and children's books, including both authors and illustrators. The agency does not represent short stories, chapbooks, novellas, or screen and stage plays. To submit a query, authors should email a query letter and the first 5 pages of their manuscript to the provided email address. Dunham Literary responds to all queries, typically within 4 weeks, and only accepts one query at a time per author. For more details, visit their website. Founded in 2005, Duno, Carlson and Lerner Literary Agency represents literary and commercial fiction, a wide range of nonfiction, and children's literature for all ages. The agency collaborates with co-agents to handle translation rights for all foreign territories, as well as film, television, and audio rights. The agency has a well-established presence in the literary world, assisting authors in reaching broader markets. To submit to the agency, query letters should be emailed together with the first 10 pages of your manuscript pasted below the letter. Founded in 1994 by Jane Distel, Distel, Goderich & Bourret LLC is a well-established literary agency known for its client-focused approach and business savvy. The agency represents a variety of genres, including literary and commercial fiction, nonfiction, and children's literature. The team consists of hardworking and compassionate agents committed to the success of their authors. They are also skilled in helping clients with foreign rights and media projects, including film and television adaptations. Submission guidelines for the agency vary by agent. For certain agents, submissions must be made through Query Manager, while others accept email queries. For more details, visit their FAQ section. The Ethan Ellenberg Literary Agency, founded in 1984, represents a diverse range of fiction and nonfiction, including best-selling authors and indie writers. The agency specializes in genres such as science fiction, fantasy, thrillers, romance, children's books, and general fiction, alongside trade nonfiction topics like current affairs, health, and history. It also handles subsidiary rights and partners with global agents. However, it does not represent poetry, short stories, or screenplays. The agency is currently open to new submissions and requests electronic submissions only, with no attachments. The agency does not respond to submissions unless interested, and authors can expect to wait up to 8 weeks for a response. If there is no response after this time, authors can assume their submission was not successful, but may submit new projects in the future. For more details on the agency's preferences, authors can visit the Agent Bios section on the website. Felicia F. Literary Representation is a one-woman full-service literary agency focused on handling books with strong voices, intellectually engaging storylines, and unique contributions. The agency specializes in adult fiction and nonfiction, particularly literary accessible fiction, historical and suspense novels, magical realism, multicultural narratives, memoir, and more. The agency does not represent genre fiction such as romance, sci-fi, fantasy, or mysteries, nor does it handle poetry, academic, or technical books. Fiction queries should include a query letter and background information on the author, while nonfiction queries should focus on the proposed idea and existing writing. Mary Evans, a seasoned professional in the publishing industry, founded her eponymous literary agency, Mary Evans, Inc., in 1994. With a background rooted in literature and publishing, Mary has a keen interest in both great literature and nonfiction that sheds light on obscure or lesser-known subjects. Her specific interests include progressive politics, alternative medicine, social commentary, American history, science, and technology for a general audience. She is particularly drawn to works that provide new perspectives or offer a great narrative. The agency accepts submissions via email or mail with no reading fees. Submissions should be directed to a single agent within the agency, and if necessary, the agency will redirect projects to a more suitable agent. Queries should include a brief book description, background information about the author, and sample pages for fiction, or a detailed book proposal for nonfiction. For nonfiction submissions, the book proposal should include an overview, author bio, chapter outline, marketing and publicity plans, comparative works, and a sample chapter. The agency typically responds to queries within 4 to 8 weeks, and after 8 weeks, if there is no response, it is assumed that the project is not suitable for their list. Fairbank Literary Representation, now entering its 19th year, is a small, selective agency that has established a reputation for working with a diverse range of clients, from first-time authors to internationally recognized bestsellers. Their focus is on literary and international fiction, topical nonfiction, memoirs, and children's picture books. The agency is particularly interested in works that have social or cultural significance, strong voices, and fresh approaches. They actively seek narrative nonfiction with a focus on women's voices, race, class issues, and global perspectives, along with big memoirs that extend beyond the personal narrative. Submissions must be sent by email. The agency does not accept genre fiction, such as romance, sci-fi, fantasy, sports fiction, or young adult, and prefers works under 120,000 words. Lee Feldman Literary is a selective full-service literary agency that has represented a wide range of authors, from bestsellers like Cold Mountain and Memoirs of a Geisha to emerging voices in fiction and nonfiction. Founded by Lee Feldman, who has over 30 years of experience in the publishing industry, the agency is known for its close attention to clients and their work. LFL focuses on complex, sympathetic characters and compelling narratives that transport readers to new worlds. LFL is particularly interested in historical fiction, contemporary young adult, literary fiction, memoir, and narrative nonfiction. To submit your work to LFL, you are asked to send a query letter along with the first 10 pages of your manuscript or proposal. There you have it. Literary agencies actively seeking new authors. Each has unique preferences and submission guidelines, so be sure to do your research and tailor your queries. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Have questions or want to share your pitching experiences? Drop a comment below. Until next time, keep writing, keep pitching, and keep earning with Learn and Earn Online.